Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Day 3 of the US Open 2022. We're going to round it up. We're going to go through the day's results. I'm going to also give you my player of the day, and we're going to talk about the fixtures or the matches even coming up for day 4 of the US Open. I'll give you my quick 5 predictions for those as well. Before we get into it, remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. Thank you to everyone who is still liking the videos, and do subscribe, of course, as well. Your support is greatly appreciated. Right, let's get into it. So, Borges, the Portuguese player, lost to Wu in 5 sets. Kyrgios won in 4 sets. A good win against Bonzi. A little bit of turmoil, you could say, in the 3rd set. But Bonzi's been playing some good tennis. Kyrgios, it's going to be interesting to see how far he can go. He's got a pretty tough draw. Tommy Paul beat Sebastian Korda in 5 sets. And a very weird first set of bageling Korda. And then Korda winning the next 2 sets. He came back from 2 sets to 1 down. All-American affair, and look, definitely one to watch. Tommy Paul, he's an interesting type of player, exciting one too. Derek Fokina beat Fucsovics in an absolute thriller in 5 sets, 10-3 in the final set tiebreaker. Casper Ruud beat Van Rijthoven in 4 sets as well. Good win there. Look how tight that is. 6-7, 6-4, 6-4, 6-4. Crazy. Galán continued his great form after beating Tsitsipas in the first round, beating Thompson in 5 sets. A very close match, but a good win for the Colombian. JJ Wolf beat Tabio in 4 sets, and Berrettini beat Grenier in 4 sets after dropping the first set. Andy Murray with a good win over Nava in 4 sets, bageling and breadsticking the American at the end. Mute beat Van der Zandschulp. That's a really good win for Mute. Van der Zandschulp is very solid, so I wasn't expecting him to win. I'm impressed. Kachin, the Argentine, beat Holt in 5 sets. Obviously, Tracy Austin's son. And look at the last 2 sets. Holt was 2 sets to 1, 2 sets to love up. And then the last 2 sets, Kachin won. He won on tiebreakers. 7-1 and 10-6 in those 2 tiebreakers. Crazy. Alex de Minaur got revenge for his Wimbledon loss to Christian Garin in the round of 16 after being 2 sets to love up. This time, he again was 2 sets to love up. Did lose the 3rd set, but didn't manage to lose the 4th and take it into a dreaded 5th. He did win the 4th set 6-2 and dished out a bagel in the 2nd set too. PCB beat Bublik in 4 sets. Good win for PCB, and he carries on his great form. I'm interested to see whether he can replicate that semi-final form that he had not too long ago. And of course, made 2 semi-finals at the US Open in the past. Schwarzerman beat Jack Sock. Now, Sock played really well for the first 2 sets, played some really good tennis, took the first 2 sets, got bageled in the 3rd, but I think he had back issues. Schwarzman goes through, but we'll feel a bit fortunate. Jack Sock will feel really disappointed. And again, I guess feeds into the issues I talk about every day about the walkovers. Like, is it worth playing so many matches beforehand and risking injury and pushing yourself? I guess it really depends on where you're ranked. Then if we talk about the night matches, so Medvedev beat Ridonek in straight sets, and Jack Draper caused a big upset, beating Felix, the number 6 seed, the semi-finalist from last year, the Canadian, not able to replicate that form whatsoever, losing 4-4-4. Jack Draper will be extremely happy with that, because that is an extremely tough 2nd round, and he'll be really pleased to progress. Hatchinov beat Montero in 4 sets as well. If we go on to the women's side, Caroline Garcia carrying on her good form after winning Cincinnati, beating Kalinskaya in straight sets. Goff beat Roos in straights. Galfi beat Harriet Dart, who will be disappointed after beating Kasatkina in the 1st round. I said in the roundup that this could be a sort of career-defining win. It wasn't to be, because Galfi beat Dart 6-4, 6-love. So, yeah, strange one for me, because I would have expected her to have just carried that form through. Kudermetova beat Zanevska in straight sets. Good win for her. And Marino, the Canadian, beating Snigger, who had beaten Halep, if I'm not mistaken, in the 1st round. So not able to carry on her form either. Good win for the Canadian. And Madison Keys beating Georgie in a really exciting match. 6-4, 5-7, 7-6. 10-6 in that final set tiebreaker. Zhang beat Schmidlova in straight sets, and Alison Risk winning a final set tiebreaker as well against Osorio Serrano. In fact, very similar scoreline to the Madison Keys-Georgie match, 6-4, 6-7, 7-6. And Wang beat Sakkari. Sakkari just yeah, her Grand Slam form, her form generally this year hasn't been good. And that ranking of number 3, that's going to dip after the US Open. She made the semi-finals this year, going out in the second round in 3 sets. Rogers beat Kuzmova in straight, and Jabeur beat Mandlik in straight sets as well. Danielle Collins beat Osaka, in straight sets as well, which was an interesting one. That was the night match, if I'm not mistaken. Osaka, I don't know what to say really about that, but should be disappointed for sure. Yeah, all of these night matches, which we went through yesterday. Let's then talk about the night matches from today. Andreescu beat Haddad Maia, really good win for the Canadian, and I had a feeling she'd win. She did. Haddad Maia's been in good form, but Andreescu, I just feel like on these courts, it's dangerous. Of course, there's one here before. So one Canadian goes through, one Canadian falls. Leylah Fernandez losing to Samsonova, 6-3, 7-6, saved, I think it was 5 match points, but in the end, just couldn't stop. Samsonova. Just played some really good tennis. Krunic beat Krejcikova in 3 sets. Good win for her. And Serena Williams, thank you to everyone who joined for the watch along. What a win for Serena, winning in 3 sets, 7-6, 2-6, 6-2. And the crowd very much behind her. And let's see how far she can go. She's that part of the draw now after Kontaveit's gone out and Leylah Fernandez has gone out. I wouldn't be surprised if she makes the quarterfinals. We'll see. Tomljanovic beat Rodina in 3 sets as well. Good win for the Australian. Right, let's go into the matches today. Duckworth Evans, going to go Evans. Coric Brooksby. Oh, it's a tough one, you know. That's got 5 sets of written all over him. I'm going to go Coric if he's fit. Cilic Ramos Fernandez going to go Cilic. Eubank Sinner going to go Sinner. Nori Sousa going to go Nori. Alcaraz to beat Korea. Schwarzerman to beat Popperin. Nakashima to beat Dimitrov for me. Musetti to beat Brewer. Rublev to beat Kwon. Hakac to beat Ivashka. Tiafoe to beat Kubler. Kecmanovic to beat Gasquet? Maybe. And Karabes Biana to beat Shapovalov. I just have a feeling Shapo is going to run out he's going to run out of steam at some point. And then the evening match is Fognini Nadal. Going to go Nadal. Rafael Nadal. On the women's side, Kostyuk Azarenka is a fantastic match. I'm going to go Kostyuk, to cause a bit of an upset there. Pegula to beat Sasnovich, not an easy match though. Bencic, Kersey, that's a tough one for Bencic. Going to go Bencic though. Alexandrova, Davis, going to go Davis, the home favourite. Swiatek, Stevens. Now this is a winnable match for Stevens, I tell you that. She's won here before. She's comfortable on the court. Swiatek hasn't been in great form recently, but I'm going to go Swiatek. Potapova, Kim Wen-zhang, going to go Kim Wen-zhang. Begu 1, going to go Begu. Badosa, Martic, going to go Badosa. Putintseva, Niemia, going to go Putintseva. Cornet, Siniakova, going to go Cornet. Kalinina, Kvitova, going to go Kvitova. Muguruza, Fruhvirtova, going to go Fruhvirtova. Pliskova, Buskova, going to go Buskova. And Burrell, Van Oytvank, going to go Burrell. Kanepi, Sabalenka. That's a really tough match for Sabalenka. I'm going to go Saba, but not a lot of confidence. Buxa, Collins, going to go Collins. And that is the midnight game, of course, an American playing. In terms of star of the day or the player of the day, there's a few people, I guess. I mean, Serena's up there, to be honest with you. And you know what? We're going to give it to her. But there's a lot of other players that could get it, I have to say. But Serena, for me, Jack Draper, massive shout out to him beating Felix. But the fact that Serena beat the number 2 seed, I know Kontaveit hasn't been playing that well recently, but she's still a very dangerous player. And I was really, really impressed. So for me, I've got to give it. I've got to give it to Serena Williams. The GOAT carries on. How far can she go? We shall see. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you are new. And we will see you on the next video. Thank you very much.